Welcome back. Our next guest is a rock climber, but there's an extra element of danger to what he does. Jesse Dufton is blind and he literally feels his way up the side of a cliff face.
But if that's not enough to give you goosebumps, wait until you hear how his fiancée supports his adventures.
Come on. Yes, come on. You got this.
He's a rock climber who defies belief.
Go on.
Oh, Neil would be proud.
Nice.
Jesse Dufton has a rare disease that renders him blind. Light perception is all he has left.
This is when I could really do with being able to see. Finding a hold would be nice.
In the documentary Climbing Blind, Jesse takes on Scotland's notorious Old Man of Hoy with the help of his fiancée Molly tied behind him.
Have you managed to get any gear into that last piece?
Yep. No, I haven't.
If Jesse were to fall, she'd go with him.
We kind of hit it off. I'd never met anyone blind before. Like, if you can share your eyes, then he's, well, I guess more than capable of doing anything.
Never has a blind man led such a climb in history.
And Jesse Dufton joins us now live from his hometown of Loughborough, I should say, in the UK. Jesse, welcome to Sunrise. This climb looks absolutely terrifying. Only world-class athletes tackle it. How much more dangerous was it for you and Molly, given you're blind and you're leading the climb?
Yeah, it makes it a bit tricky. I think the main thing is that it means because I'm the one leading, I've got to place all the safety equipment and most climbers do that visually. Obviously, that's not really an option for me, so I've got to place all the gear, as we call it, by finger. So there's a bit of an element of danger because you can't, once you've placed it, you can't check it visually. So you've got to rely on your experience, and sometimes you can get like a tactile inspection, but that's not always the case. So, yeah.
Molly's guidance is obviously critically important. She acts as your eyes. How the hell did you get her to sign up for this? that's love for you.
Yeah. So I'm not sure she's ever signed. Maybe that's something I should get done.
She's one trusting lady.
She is. She's awesome. I met Molly when we were both at university together, and I had a little bit of sight back then, but I was still severely sight impaired. And we started climbing together then, and as my sight has deteriorated, she's kindly stepped into the gap and like learned to guide me as my eyesight's got worse and worse.
She is incredible. Do you think, Jesse, the fact that you can't see below you, you actually can't look down, makes it a little bit easier, perhaps a little less scary? Because we're looking at these rocks that you're climbing and it is terrifying.
Yeah, people often say that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything about climbing blind that makes it easier. Wish that it was so, but you still know where you are and you still know what the consequences are of falling off. And the main thing that goes through your mind when you're leading is, how long has it been since I've last placed some gear? Because that determines how far you would go if you were to fall off. Obviously, I've still got like a mental counter for that, and I still know, you know, when I'm getting tired, when your hands start to sweat, you know, you've still got to control that fear. So yeah, it's just as bad, if not worse. And the other thing is that I mentioned earlier, you have to place these pieces of safety equipment. And if you were sighted, you could look at the piece that you've just placed and work out whether or not it was any good and whether it would hold you if you were to fall off. I don't have that. So I'll place this piece and I've just got to have it on trust that if I fall off, that's going to save me.
Just remarkable. Now, the documentary has won a heap of awards right around the world. What's been the reaction of viewers to it? What do they take away from it?
Really, really positive. I think most people probably is disbelief. Oh my God, what is probably the main reaction? I think Alistair's done an amazing job in putting the story together. If you know nothing about climbing, that is not important. Like, the story is something that you will remember for, a long time, I think.
Yeah. Incredible.
It's amazing. You are amazing, Jesse. Great to chat to you. All the best with it.
You're welcome. Cheers, guys.
And Climbing Blind premieres on Thursday at selected cinemas for 2 sessions only. For details, go to the Sunrise website.